How are we doing, everybody? How are we doing?
Welcome to WMUA Amherst 91.1. This is Seamus and Froggy, the brand new variety talk show, going live.
That's right. This is Seamus and Froggy. We're a brand new spot, Sundays, 6 to 8, every week. We are here with our friend Nathan Wong. But a little bit about us.
Yep.
My name is Jack. I am from Agawam, Massachusetts. I am a sophomore marketing major. I love music. Love life. I just love life,
man. And that's DJ Froggy. I am DJ Seamus from Eastern Massachusetts, a little different area, not Agawam.
Sudbury.
Sudbury, yeah, to be specific.
Shout out Sudbury.
Shout out Sudbury. I'm, studying at UMass. We're both sophomores, doing some astronomy and physics. So
he's a big shot.
If you ever want to call in later when we give the phone line out about any science-related things, I'll answer your questions.
If you need somebody to do your math homework,
I do need somebody to do my
Seamus.
math homework.
No, you're the math homework guy.
Oh, I can tutor, yeah.
You're
exactly.
good. You're good
Any
at
of those
math. He doesn't promote it. He's good at math, though.
Oh, yeah. Exactly. So this is our brand new show. Every week on Sunday, 6 to 8, we're going to be having a guest on, usually within the first hour, talking, playing some great music we both like, talking to the audience.
But tonight, we are here with our first special guest ever. That's ever.
First time.
Mr. Nathan Wong from Winchester, Massachusetts. Mr. Wong, say hello.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. I'm doing very well. Thank you so much, Jack and Seamus, for inviting me onto this show. I was completely honored to be called upon by the heavens above to join you on your
above. That's right.
That's us.
Broadcast tonight.
Now, Wong, I gotta say, I met you last year. You were a very interesting guy.
Got some great stories.
There's no way to sugarcoat it.
Well, I really appreciate that, Jack. You guys are very interesting as well, and I'm glad that I made such an impact on you that you invited me on today.
Thank you. I think, there was a point in time when I met you, and you just kept surprising me with all this stuff that I didn't know about you. And I think one of the most surprising things was you revealed to us that you fenced in the Junior Olympics, just out of nowhere, out of the blue. Just let us know.
Right. Well, if I'm going to go back to my career for fencing, I have to go back a couple of years. I started as a teenager. I mean, even before teenage years, I guess. I just saw it at a Chinese school, and I thought, that's what I want to do. I want to hit people with a pointy stick, But it was more than that. It grew to become a huge part of my life. I practiced almost every day. I spent many years putting my blood, sweat, and tears into this, and at the end of the day, I tore my ACL meniscus, which ended my career abruptly. But one of the high points, one of the highlights was making it to Junior Olympics, because at the end of the day, you look around and you're going to see future Olympians there. You're going to see people that are your peers. Like at my time, were roughly on my level, and now today they're some of the best in the whole sport.
In the fencing arena. Yeah, so when we were figuring out topics to discuss, and he brought up this fencing in Junior Olympics, I did not know that at all. And I talking about it, I don't know anything about fencing at all. I know that you have these little swords. And I know you got
don't be so disparaging towards the sword size.
I
you can't be disparaging towards the sword size.
I mean, well, we have a wonderful team for fencing here at UMass, but
you were actually involved with them.
I'm not involved with them.
Not anymore.
Because, I tore my knee, and I just feel like it would be a bit much to jump right back in without any sort of, real urge or...
Yeah, right.
So tell us how the whole sport works. How does a tournament or some game work? And I don't know how you say it.
Fencing is, practicing with swords. In competition, you just want to win as many points as possible. Mm-hmm. They often have different brackets, and then that's the first round with pools. And then round 2 is just direct elimination, and whoever wins. And it takes a long time to get through those.
I got to cut to the chase. What I got to hear your most compelling fencing story, your most epic battle you've ever had. Because I was thinking about this. I said, I know you've had a couple probably where it was back and forth craziness.
Right.
Let's hear it.
Well, there is always like this level of elitism, that occurs with like different clubs.
Okay, yeah.
People feel like they're better because they train at a really nice facility. They spend a lot of hours. They basically break their parents' bank accounts to
oh boy.
Travel internationally and fight. So I always really enjoy any match where I'm up against somebody that has a chip on their shoulder and they feel like they can just walk through me like a breeze. I mean, back then I was a bit of a menace. I was staring through competition that
Wong
I should
the
not
menace.
have been beating. No, but I always felt like I had something to prove in those moments, and it really instilled this like underdog value, I guess, whether or not I was. More so this sense of you can always win no matter the cost, no matter whether or not they have better training or that they have more expensive gear. None of that matters when at the end of the day it's just one-on-one.
Yeah.
Did you tear your knee fencing?
So yeah, how does that happen? Like,
What was that fencing
just
match?
lunge too
Right,
hard?
What
so
happened?
At a national competition, I got hit in the leg by the sword, and then I went backwards to try to pivot my other leg, and then I just collapsed and it snapped, and I got back up.
Wow.
I thought I was good, and I took another step, and it just was
That was
not
that.
working.
How's the recovery on that?
It's a whole year of physical therapy, surgery, the works. They had to reconstruct my meniscus.
That's rough.
Yeah.
But you know what else is rough? Part-time minimum wage jobs. Tell us
Right.
about your part-time minimum wage job at Chipotle,
That Chipotle.
because I got some questions.
You got some questions? Okay.
Well, shout out to my branch of Chipotle.
In Winchester?
In Woburn, Massachusetts.
Woburn, okay.
Yes. It's filled with a huge group of interesting individuals, people that I've shared many a shift with, people that I've worked very hard, and we've dealt with some very crazy customers in the world, especially during this COVID pandemic. I mean, people really get up in arms about wearing masks or, otherwise their right to not have to. And at the same time, when you're working there and you're working for minimum wage, it doesn't feel like you should just sit there and take whatever somebody that's like walking to a restaurant and decides to be abusive towards customers. Like,
So how are the customers? I'm assuming you probably get... Well, do you guys close late at Chipotle?
I mean, we roughly close from 10 onwards, and then it usually takes like an hour to close the store.
I'm assuming-
closing back everything.
You gotta
I'm
clean
assuming
up.
you get your worst customers later on in the evening. Yeah?
There definitely is a larger propensity for people to walk into the store at a certain point of time, possibly, right up until the very 5 minutes before the store
witching
closes.
hour.
And then they'll just, order the largest order possible.
And that's the worst,
Those
too.
are the
Right?
blizzard-
Because you guys are
belligerent.
trying to clean the kitchen.
Right.
And then here you go. And you got to deal with the people up front, too. See, I worked at the hangar in Agawam. I'm in the back in the kitchen. I don't have to deal with anybody. I don't have to see you. I don't have to talk to you. I just do my job, and that's it. We clean the kitchen the last hour. You guys, you have to deal with it all. I would hate that.
And is where so is the Chipotle you work at like more in town? Is it like local people will just walk in, or is it you have to specifically drive to a kind of a remote location?
Right. So the Chipotle I work at was at some point one in the top 3 of busiest Chipotles in Massachusetts.
Yeah.
I don't want to quote that as a fact, like verbatim, but I just know the store makes a lot of money and there are a lot of customers. There are a lot of people that walk in and really, really enjoy the food that they get from there. People feel some type of way and they feel that they have a right to act a certain way as well with that.
Yeah. And what do you usually work on? You work on like rolling the burritos because it's what you got the back. You're making food. There's the front. I don't really know the whole thing.
No, we got a place to make bows, burritos, and tacos, whatever else you'd like in the front. Behind that section, there's a whole kitchen area, and then there's a back for the dishes and everything. And then,
What's your favorite spot to work at while you're in there?
I mean, I really only have been in the front, so wrapping burritos though, it took me a
Is it
while.
tough?
It's a bit of there's a learning curve associated
Yeah.
with wrapping a burrito, but it's pretty not hard if you can just relax and just try to get that all in there.
You got a
It's
technique to it.
rewarding.
Yeah,
There's a technique.
And it's do you break a lot of burritos? Does that ever happen? Because I feel like that's probably my worst fear if I was rolling burritos.
Yeah,
Snaps open, I'm like fumbling everything.
You definitely break some burritos learning how to row. I mean, that's kind of how the job goes. Like, you have to learn as you're working. There's no time for us to just sit there, hold your hand, and walk you through the delicate process.
Hey.
You either can do it or you can't, and it takes some time, but everybody can do it.
You break a couple eggs to bake the cake.
Gotta break some burritos.
You tear
to
some
make the money.
burritos to fold the burrito. That's just how it goes.
You just throw in another tortilla and just double wrap it.
Yeah. We just do it again, if we can. Some people get really upset about that, actually.
Do they?
Yeah.
Do they make you restart
They
the whole
believe
thing?
it's unacceptable.
Oh.
Second wrap. I mean, it is a lot of carbs for anybody that's counting. But
I really actually am pro double wrap. Sometimes I'll go on the
Me too.
I'll go on the app and I'll say double wrap with tortilla because one time, I started doing this. You do extra rice because that's free, and then you get double wrap. It used to be free. And then
Cheapskate.
they'll put in all this extra food. Then if it's double wrap, they can kind of they don't have to stack the tortillas on each other, but next to each other, and they kind of make a super burrito.
You know what though? That's
So,
a lot of
It's a lot for you.
tortilla, and I'm thinking I might start doing.
The
I
ball?
might start do the tortilla on the side, the burrito on the
I
side.
have a hot take.
Go ahead.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
When you do a burrito, if you're double wrapping it, maybe don't put rice in it.
Why?
Some extra carbs.
And why would
It's
that be?
just
I
the
don't-
filler,
Yeah.
It's not really adding any substance to the actual meal.
When I eat
I like
Chipotle,
my rice though. I like my rice.
to eat a
Rice is
lot.
good. Don't no question about that. But the question is, do you want to consume all those carbohydrates, those
Yeah.
heavy,
I'm a skinny
Heavy.
guy. I'm hungry right now. I mean,
Thinking about
I think I
burrito.
might.
Anyone
Honestly,
wanna
I
bring us
might.
a burrito.
All right, well, guys, we are going to go to a quick air break, play some tunes. Before we go, we're just going to let you know when we come back, we're going to do a tier list with Wong.
Of our Chipotle meal items.
Yeah, we're going to go over Chipotle's greatest and worst. We want to hear from the expert himself.
Yep.
He knows what he's talking about. We're just going to go from there.
Yeah.
So
All right.
stay tuned, kick back, enjoy
on
some
listening.
tunes.
I was huddled in a doorway, fighting off a trance, with my back glued to my chest. She asked me if I was waiting for something. I said the answer 1,000 times over was yes. Well, here I am, a shadow of me. Oh, but deep down inside, my heart runs free. I was a used shoe salesman, and I was working the graveyard shift. I was listening for the bell on the door when you'd walk in. I was living in the weeds somewheres, and I was breathing through a straw in the swamp. And I was gasping for air, wondering what it was for. But I'm a child now, and she's better than me. Oh, but deep down inside, I hope she makes the same mistakes as me. But sometimes love is all it's supposed to be. But it can break you. Remember, take care of your heart and cry. Oh, and somehow we'll survive for another day by picking up on feet. And I was wandering around in the streets somewhere outside of Eden. She came down to let me in, and then she left for the light. I was creeping through the brunt marsh and the shadows, man, I was scared for my life. But I am saved now. Somebody died for my sins, and I'm so glad it wasn't me. Sometimes love is not such a crazy thing, but it can break you. Remember, take care of your heart and cry. Oh, but somehow we'll survive for another day. Oh, just for another day. Not by walking away. Sometimes love is all it's supposed to be, but it can break you. Remember, take care of your heart and cry. Oh, and somehow we'll survive for another day. Oh, just for another day. Oh, bye, 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 walking away. Dead blood in the streets, it's up to my ankles. Feet blood in the streets, it's up to my knees. Feet blood in the streets, the town of Chicago. Feet blood on the rise, it's following me. Blood in the streets on the river of sadness. Blood in the streets, it's up to my thighs. Yeah, the river runs right down the legs of the city. No women in the crying and rivers are weeping.
Indians scattered on God's highway bleeding. Ghosts crouching in child's fragile eggshell world. Blood in the streets in the town of New Haven. Blood stains the roofs and the palm trees of Venice. Blood in my love in the terrible summer. Bloody red sun of fantastic LA. Blood screens the brain and chop off the fingers. Blood will be born in the birth of a nation. Blood is the rose of mysterious humor. Dead blood in the streets, it's up to my ankles. Blood in the streets, it's up to my knee. Blood in the streets, the town of Chicago. Blood on the rise is following me.
Hello, hello, hello.
How's
Welcome back, everybody.
How is it going, everybody?
Hope you enjoyed those tunes. First, we started off with Gypsy Eyes by Jimi Hendrix and the Jimi Hendrix Experience.
Mm-hmm.
I love that tune, man.
Yep. Going.
Always gets me going.
How's it?
Always gets me going.
After that, going into Survive by Dr. Dog. It's a great song.
Seamus, you just saw Dr. Dog in concert a couple months ago, too.
Did see them a bit ago, 2 months ago. They're amazing. I think it was their last concert, actually, or tour, at least.
Like, ever, or just for that tour?
That they said it was their last tour because they've been playing since early 2000s. They've been around. So I go and it's all like millennials, like kind of hippie millennials, just screwing around to Dr. Dog. But yeah, it was a great concert. I really like them. I think people should really give them a listen.
And that third song, for those who are wondering, was Peace Frog by The Doors.
Amazing.
A fantastic song. Really encaptures the feeling of summer and youthful. I don't know what I'm talking about. But yeah,
we're back.
We promised you guys we would give you the tier list when we got back.
We're going to discuss what we think our favorite meals are at Chipotle, why we do, and what we're going to rate them.
So, Wong, you're the expert here. You got any? You want to start off the items? I can feed you some if you want, but you got any items you're thinking about?
I mean, whatever you're thinking, like, go ahead, bro. Start feeding items. I'll start tossing out my opinion.
Yeah,
all right,
lay them out.
How about we go with the ingredients first? All right, let's just dissect everything here.
Okay.
Meats, poultry. What stands out? What is horrible? What could be not regulated by the FDA? Just lay it out by it for us.
Well, I'm going to have to avoid sharing everything because some stuff might not be the best for health standards,
Really?
Okay. Just throwing some drama in there, but seriously, probably the chicken is probably the top tier. I mean, everybody gets the chicken.
Okay,
I think
we
so.
go through pounds and pounds of chicken a night. It is crazy just how much people order.
I don't think I've ever gotten
steak.
I'm a
steak
steak
pretty
guy.
I get the steak a lot. I'm nervous.
I don't think I've ever gotten anything
Here's
else.
the thing about the steak.
The
steak is actually good.
Yeah.
But you want to be getting the fresh steak.
when they're making it right then. You see them making it, you order. Okay.
No, if I am going on break and we make our own food or we're going to get our food made, I try to time it when we're cooking new steak so we can just chop that up and get some nice cuts on there. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, I am working with the customers. I think I'm going to look at that.
You deserve that, yeah.
See, yeah, I do deserve that.
I don't think I've gotten anything other meats or, filler for protein in there.
Right.
I know there's all these like plant-based stuff now too.
I definitely would recommend chicken. I would actually also recommend sofritas. That is a vegetarian, it's basically a spicy tofu in some approximation, but it's pretty nice. It's good for any veggie, vegetarian or
vegans.
Vegans, yeah.
I'm not sure if it's vegan.
No.
I mean, it could be, but
they might advertise it as such.
Hazards working in a restaurant that are just inherent to being in a restaurant. I'm sure you guys understand that. At the end of the day, even if there's a thing that says, oh, this is for avoiding allergies, we cannot promise that because at the end of the day, we're working in a store, and like
food touches each other. Yeah.
How about like your lettuces and your tomatoes and cheese? Because they had that. Didn't they have an E. coli problem a couple of years ago?
Somewhere.
Maybe not in Woburn, but
I actually did know someone who. Well, I can't say that this is 100% true, but they said they got E. coli and it was maybe from the Chipotle in our town.
I've never been the biggest proponent of lettuce.
Never the biggest proponent of lettuce.
Just in general.
No salads. No.
I don't have a problem with it, but let me make a caveat. It's more specifically that lettuce is mostly water, so you just
it's
can
good.
Drink water.
It's good.
Time.
Yeah.
Put some water, green dye.
There's a lot more healthier greens that you can invest into.
That's true.
But at Chipotle, I mean, lettuce is an option. It's very. I don't want to say it's very good because it is just lettuce.
So what are your favorite greens then? Are we talking broccoli, Brussels sprouts, kale?
I actually love a good kale. Kale is delicious. Kale is good.
Crispy
we don't
kale.
serve it obviously, but it's quite good.
I do like at UMass in the salad bar, they have those little micro greens. They're like alfalfa sprouts or something like that.
Oh,
I just throw
ridiculous.
It's
Those
good.
are...
I'm not saying they have flavor or anything, but they got a lot of vitamins. I throw a bunch.
I feel like a
salads.
rabbit when I eat that stuff.
Shout out UMass Dining because you can really get whatever you want there.
Yeah. No, I like the salad bar. Salad bar is awesome.
UMass dining is good. I'm just gonna say I think it's maybe a little overrated.
The views of Jack do not reflect on WMUA's views.
That's true. WMUA's views do not reflect what I'm
WMUA
saying.
loves UMass dining.
I will say though, I saw a video on like ZooMass or whatever, one of those Instagram pages, and there was a mouse.
Yeah,
Was it Burke? And then they pan to the UMass #1 dining sign.
When you're running,
it is really
all
good.
These,
it's really good.
No, when you're running all these, I guarantee some like you can.
I'm sure you'll find roaches and stuff if you go out east, even UMass.
Yeah, I don't think.
I mean,
there's probably other food.
That's the dangers of social media too, right? Because somebody sees that, they're gonna instantly take a video and then pop that. Like
instant
anywhere
clout.
you go, you're subject to that type of scrutiny now, which is completely different. I mean, look at the overhaul, like through the pandemic, like working in a store, like everything, you go into things with like a different lens now as a result. And especially working at Chipotle, I feel like people's tempers have heightened,
for sure.
The proclivity for them to actually say something. Like there are a lot of different things you can choose at Chipotle, especially the salsas, you know what I mean? We have a pico de gallo, or we have a red, like tomatillo chili, like
Which one do you like?
salsa.
I like the pico de gallo.
I like the red hot or the green medium. Tomatillo salsa.
I gotta branch out. I feel like I get the same thing every time. I don't think I've ever had either of those. I only have pico.
if you don't get it every day, you can honestly eat the same meal at Chipotle, and it won't really ever get old. But if you work there and you go there very often, you're gonna want some. You're gonna want to expand your horizons. Go a little different every day.
Give us your takes on, usually the slept on or underrated foods, or like if you have any secret menu. I know before they didn't have the quesadilla on the menu, and then now they do. And so
now we do. Yes,
my friend, shout out
Max,
for it, likes the quesadilla. I just wanted to bring up his name, but
shout out Max.
The quesadillas are definitely very good. One unfortunate thing about it being on the menu, though, is that it comes with sides, but if they don't want the sides, they just get, a quesadilla, and if there's no meat in it, they typically get a little mad about paying full price for it. It's like $10 to $12 just for one quesadilla when they choose not to get the sides,
So what I'm looking at the menu right now, what is the lifestyle bowl? That sounds like some influencer 2022 type
definitely
stuff.
2020.
I didn't even know that was on the menu. What do you know the lifestyle bowl? Do you know the lifestyle?
If you click on the lifestyle bowl, as I see on your computer,
I'm clicking.
There's actually a couple different options, and it's like dependent on area or region or like just store wise, but they serve different like existing combinations of like ingredients that makes it nice and easy, which I mean not for the workers, because the reality is we have no idea like what's in those bowls before they ask us to order them. But
so they do have lifestyle bowls in Woburn.
Yeah, they have lifestyle bowls. They have like a special type of bowl where it's like a veggie bowl, but you can get like free guac because you're not getting any meats or anything. Like that type of
free guac at Chipotle. That is a gem.
That's already
that's
like
a hidden gem right there.
The days when they do free guacamole for the whole store, those are the worst days.
They have days
They have
free
days
guac.
where they do free guac.
Is that like a promotion?
Yes, like a promotion for the store, and
Do you know what
it
days
sells
those
like
are?
hotcakes. People come in, they line outside for literally like.
Where would I find these promotions
where?
beforehand? Because I might
I
You
need
gotta
to
subscribe
know.
to
Or-
your email newsletter.
Yeah,
newsletters. Okay.
Yeah.
From basic, if I hear the word lifestyle bowl, and from the picture I always see when I go in, my idea is that it's just a burrito bowl, but like they take out half the food and it's just the rest is lettuce. It's just like a salad bowl.
I mean,
Is that right?
if that's your rough approximation,
That's
of it,
just
like,
from
let's say so.
the
It's the
idea of
lifestyle,
it.
though.
The lifestyle.
If you
Eating more
want to
water.
live the lifestyle, then you have to get the lifestyle bowl.
I mean,
Yeah.
who am I to judge? But at the same time, if you're taking like your dietary options based on like what some influencer says or what some, you gotta make these choices for yourself, what you want in your body. And I feel like at the end of the day, like it is important to enjoy your food. It's important to make the right choices, but you should also think about where the food like comes from, the sources, like how ethical it is, things like that.
Or you could do what I do and just get a tapeworm put in your stomach and eat whatever you want.
Fair enough.
But
To each your
yeah,
own.
UMass has great local options here. There's a lot of farms here. So hopefully Chipotle and more restaurants can be more local with their food, so you know what you're getting. But moving on from Lifestyle Bowl, we have the Burrito Classic. Right. We have the Burrito Bowl. We discussed that a little bit.
Yeah.
We have the Lifestyle Bowl. Jack, do you want to fill us in what else you got going on there?
I mean, we got our tacos. We got our quesadillas. Wong, I don't really know, like, if you would rank these, or like if you have like a top three.
I can give you a rank of them, actually, just from like the orders and then maybe the ingredients. I can do that. So I'd say number 1 and 2 is probably burrito and burrito bowl, just based on
the fact that
based on sales,
S-tier, A tier.
Let's put burrito and B tier for burrito.
Okay,
bowl and A tier.
I don't know.
It's a little controversial.
How about the lifestyle bowl?
The lifestyle bowl. Let's put a hard C, hard D.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Okay.
Yeah, quesadillas go. I'll give them a B. They can be really good.
I think
quesadilla the same as the burrito. All right.
I think they slept on.
Okay.
Yep. I will say the salads are. It's if you want me to be realistic, the salad basically you just put lettuce like at the bottom of their bowl, and then you make them like a normal bowl.
See, based on the picture, I thought that's what you can see. I thought that's what the lifestyle bowl was.
It's just a salad.
Salad bowl. Burrito bowl, same thing.
My stomach is growling right now, and I'm not even joking. I'm starving. So just taking a step back, you worked at Chipotle. You like to, you eat there probably all the time.
You get a free meal.
You would know what's better, Chipotle or Moe's, because the people want.
Is that the question though? Is that the question?
The people want to know.
I wouldn't think it's Moe's or Chipotle. I feel like there's some other options you could throw in there.
Those are the two main chains, man.
The two.
They are the two main chains.
Bueno Isano. I feel
Bueno Isano is good. It's not. I feel like you go West Coast, you're not going to find a Bueno Isano.
No, yeah, but
I think it's only like 50 restaurants or whatever.
But I've never been to Moe's till last year when I went to UMass. Tragic.
That's tragic.
What? Or Taco Bell. No, that's not comparable. But
yeah, Taco Bell.
That was some sacrilege. I don't know what he just was speaking.
Yeah.
Hold on a second.
But Wong, really, the people really want to know. Being me,
biased on this.
What's better?
Well, I'm smelling some air of bias coming from you, Jack.
What's the bias? Because I haven't revealed my bias.
Have you been to Moe's? You enjoy Moe's more? I'm assuming based on the.
Not necessarily. Not necessarily.
Playing it close to the chest.
Yeah, I like Chipotle. I like Moe's. I'll say when I go to Moe's, I like to get the queso, and I wouldn't get the queso at Chipotle.
You get that crunch thingy, that crunch hexagon. They should read.
I thought it was you. Maybe our friend Ryan. Shout out Ryan is the one who said
Andy.
Or maybe it was shout out Andy
who likes that hexagon.
Someone was saying that crunch wrap there was really good. It was pretty good.
Is it called a crunch wrap? I feel like we're mislabeling it because I know at Taco Bell it looks like the Taco Bell Crunch Wrap Supreme, which is
does.
It's like a burrito they fold on a hexagon with a tortilla inside, and it's like a kind of a sandwich.
See, yeah, and I feel like Moe's does stuff like that. Chipotle doesn't do a lot of specialty stuff, but the stuff they do, they know how to do it pretty good.
I will say, they're on this. I've just been alerted that there is a special thing. It's like a quesarito. Don't know if you've heard of it.
Is this a secret menu item?
It's a secret menu item that you can't exactly order, but if you're working there,
you can make
it. It's like a burrito. You put the cheese and you melt it on there, so it's kind of like a quesadilla, but then you wrap everything like a burrito in there.
All right, but yeah, so there is this really good place in Harvard that I've been to. That is, I think it's Philippe's. That's really good. When they make it, you've been to Philippe's?
Yes, I have.
They put the cheese and it's kind of melty first, like a strip of cheese, which is good. It's really good. But to be honest, I'm gonna have to say my Chipotle tier list. Well, Jack's taking a call from somebody, but S tier, I gotta go burrito. To be honest, how do you think? Enough. Is that too much?
There's a reason I don't use the S tier category as a current worker. I mean, I don't want to show biases, but at the same time, I wouldn't put the burrito in that category personally. Like whenever I get a burrito, I just can't end up finishing it. There's so much food. I put the queso, I get the guac, put everything in there, fill it up, and it's just a tough thing to finish. It's a lot of calories, and I got to go back to work, after eating a whole burrito. Just Oh,
I know,
food
and I-
coma down.
When I eat my burrito, I have to like sit and watch TV for like half an hour just to
understandable.
digest. But the thing about the burrito bowl is when I'm feeling especially hungry or need some sustenance, I get the burrito bowl because I know they put more in there. And then I can just chow down.
Have you guys? So we're talking about chains right now, but if we're talking more authentic, have you guys tried La Veracruzana in Amherst, South Pleasant Street? I just got a caller. He was raving about it. Shout
Really?
out to the caller. He was very complimentary
What
of La
was it called?
Veracruzana.
All right. Well, I think we'll have to go see like at some
I-
point.
I
and
definitely-
think
you
that
guys haven't tried it, though?
definite,
Interesting. Okay, yeah, I would love to try this place. Mexican restaurant in Amherst, MA.
It looks pretty good.
Northampton, too?
This is not sponsored, by the way.
No.
My
We're just
stomach's
discussing.
talking right now. So
There's an Amherst. I might look at the menu right now. But also the tacos. I haven't heard much talk about the tacos. I haven't had them. Do they have hard shell and soft shell?
They do, in fact, have hard shell and soft shell. The soft shells go inside the press for just a little bit,
Yep.
so they're nice and warm. And they're normally given if they ask for tacos or if they ask for like a kid's build your own, where you
You get a little tray,
you
right?
get a little tray and
Yeah.
you can pick your sides. It's very cute. It's very
It's cute.
niche. Fits a certain type of category. Parents trying to pay for their kids, or
It's easy.
otherwise like that.
Yeah. And what were you saying about this case of volcano or something?
Quesarito.
case of volcano, is that what you
So
just said?
there's a
The case of
theory.
volcano.
There's a prophecy of the Quesacano that I've heard somewhere, but I don't know what the
The
idea that is.
quesarito is
Quesarito.
what I'm speaking
Thank
of
you.
here. Maybe you're speaking about something
I
else.
don't know.
I'll have to ask.
I got a quesarito related question.
What does
Kind of
that
a little
mean?
different.
What does it
But-
entail though?
Burrito and quesadilla.
Queso? Wait, that's
a
it.
quesadilla.
Quesadilla.
Keep up, dude.
I'm
Burrito and a
sorry,
quesadilla.
I'm just kidding.
Mine's a queso volcano.
I don't know if Chipotle has special menu items, but did the employees get mad when you ask for special? I assume they didn't get the training for that stuff.
So the way it works is that whenever there's like a special like ongoing like deal where just recently we had a special brisket, or we had we actually have currently at least when I was working in the store like let's say like a month ago during break, they had a plant-based chorizo that they were serving. So just another vegetarian option.
I think I've
Lovely.
seen plant-based
Yeah.
chorizo actually at the dining halls here.
Oh, really?
It was actually not. It was pretty good.
It's pretty good, yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty respectable. They've served things like carne asada before. Very, very, very good.
Yeah.
And honestly, you have some customers like weekly that will come in and ask for a specialty that has been long gone.
Really?
So they don't come in too often.
They're not regulars.
They're not super. Even like the special deals aren't like super often. It happens like once in a blue moon that they have something new. But
Yeah.
yeah, I guess there is like a little bit of training that is necessary, But I feel like at the end of the day, most of the work is you learn by going, you learn by doing it.
Mm-hmm.
You get thrown in, into fire.
Guys, just going to throw this out there. We are going to be starting to take calls. If you guys want to call in and talk to us, the number is 413-545-3691.
If anyone has any questions, anything they want to talk about Chipotle, let us know your thoughts on your own tier list.
Not Chipotle specific,
Not
though.
burritos. Now we're on burritos.
Let's just,
But the number again was
413-545-3691. And guys,
Anybody?
just a little request from me. Let's try to keep it PG,
Yeah, you
We
won't
got
be live on
FCC
air.
listening in right now,
but
along with the other people out there. But yeah,
those fine
I
families.
think before anybody calls in, we're going to probably take a quick break, right?
Sure,
Couple
yeah.
songs, and
Yeah.
we're going to come back, talk about some stuff that's been going on with Spotify.
Yeah.
Maybe you guys have some other stuff you want to talk about. And yeah, we're going to go to a break.
Yeah.
We'll see you when we get back.
Yep. See you.
Stay tuned.
I had a hard run. That's why if you please, I am on my bended knees. Bertha, don't you come around here anymore. 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 Moving to the country, I'm gonna eat a lot of peaches. I'm moving to the country, I'm gonna eat me a lot of peaches. I'm moving to the country, I'm gonna eat a lot of peaches. I'm moving to the country, I'm gonna eat a lot of peaches. Peaches come from a can, they were put there by a man in a factory downtown. And if I had my little way, I'd eat peaches every day. Sun-soaking bulges in the shade. Moving to the country, I'm gonna eat a lot of peaches. Moving to the country, I'm gonna eat a lot of peaches. I'm moving to the country, gonna eat a lot of peaches. Moving to the country, gonna eat a lot of peaches. I took a little nap with a roots all twist, squished a rotten peach in my fist, and dreamed about you, a woman. I poke my finger down inside, make a little room for an ant to hide. Nature's candy in my hand, or can, or pie. Millions of peaches, peaches for me. Millions of peaches, peaches for free. Millions of peaches, peaches for me. Millions of peaches, peaches for free. Look out! Millions of peaches, peaches for me. Millions of peaches, peaches for free. Millions of peaches, peaches for me. Millions of peaches, peaches for free. Look out!
How's it going, guys? We're back. This is Seamus and Froggy, WMUA Amherst 91.1.
How's everybody doing?
I'm DJ Seamus for anyone who's just tuning in.
Sounds like DJ Seamus is doing good. So yeah, before we left off, we were just telling everybody, if you'd like to make a phone call into WMUA, the number is 413-545-3691. That's 413-545-3691.
Yeah, give us a call.
Feel free to give us a call with any topics of discussion, maybe songs when we play songs later. Let us know.
Yeah. So we do have, before we switch topics, Nathan Wong does have one last thing I think you want to talk about, your burrito.
Shout out Wong's friend Ben.
Do, in fact, have one last thing to talk about.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
We've been talking about burritos. We've been talking about Chipotle and working there. But one thing you can't get at Chipotle that is absolutely delicious wherever you go is this little thing called chicharron.
Explain. I don't actually know if I've ever had chicharron, so you
Chicharron
lay it out for me.
So, something about getting like pork that's like, very fatty. It can be very good, but it can be a little much, right?
Yeah.
Now this is nice and crispy. It's got some of the skin with it. It's nice and delicious. I get it at this place, Tenoch in Medford, Massachusetts. It's delicious. I'm sure it's amazing wherever you get it, but there's always a lot of great things you can't get at wherever you've been going. So it's always good to expand your horizons and go find new places and delicious things.
I don't see any chicharron at Chipotle.
I know. Get that on the menu. I'm curious. That sounds delicious. Yeah. I also did just get, for any of those who's listening to our Moe's talk, the Crunchwrap Supreme thing we were talking about is called the Stack. If you ever go to Moe's, look up The Stack.
The Stack.
Just before we get into our next topic, just an update. Wong informed us the Bengals did in fact beat the Chiefs. You guys want to expound upon that?
Wong, anything you have to say about
Only comment
these
I have to
semifinals?
hear is that Bengals fans should be happy tonight because their team has in fact won.
And what was the score?
27 to 24.
Against
I know
the
many
Kansas
people
City
counted
Chiefs.
them out. You know, I don't got much to say because every team I was rooting for got kicked out.
Yeah.
but I will be rooting for them.
Yeah, I haven't been that focused on it, but I definitely will tune in for some Super Bowl Sunday action. Pretty excited for that. Right now, it's going to be the Bengals, Cincinnati Bengals. And I don't know, has the other teams, 2 teams played?
I think they're playing right now, so we might have an update for you later, or maybe it will finish after we are no longer on air.
Guys, I got a fan here who is just dying to talk about what is up with the cult following of all these Marvel movies. So I'm going to put him on right now.
All right, you will be. Do you tell him he's going to be on air?
Yep, he's on air.
All right, we hope this works. You are on air.
All right, man, you're on air. What's going on?
Can you hear us? No, you got to talk through the.
Yeah. So I was just at this New Year's party, and the world's biggest Marvel fanboy was there, and I like Star Trek and Dune and Blade Runner. Like I'm a sci-fi nerd basically, and this guy just could not accept that like there's people out there that like don't like Marvel movies. Like every single, like he wanted to talk about movies, and I was like, oh, this isn't going to go well. Yeah. But like he goes, so in your opinion, is Deadpool a good movie? Yes or no? And I'm like, well. And he wanted an ultimatum, like yes or no. And I'm like, well, to me, no, because I don't like Marvel. And he goes like, well, what about Spider-Man? And I'm like, again, I don't like Marvel. Like, I'm not like a Marvel fan. I'm not a Star Wars fan.
Are you a big DC guy?
So he's like, no, I don't. I mean, okay. When I was like super little, I had X-Men comics and I had like the X-Men Sega Genesis games. But then like, I lost them on summer vacation, and I like grew out of it. Yeah. And I started reading like Sandman and Watchmen and
I like
and
Watchmen.
stuff like that. But so my point is like this guy, he just can't understand that. He can't believe that there's people who don't like Marvel. And I'm like, I think that these Marvel fans think that the world would be a better place if everyone liked Marvel. Yeah. Whereas me and like if everybody liked Star Trek and Dune, I would be like, oh man. That sucks.
Hey, Scorsese is on your side, man. If you ever listen to Scorsese talk about it, he says, enough with the capes and the flying around. So
my thoughts
and the guy who directed Dune is on my side. He said the same thing. Yeah. And then the guy who directed what's his name? District 9, Neil whatever, is like F you or whatever. And so anyway, I tried to explain to the guy, I was like, look, I love the movie Willow, right, from the 80s. It's a George Lucas movie that was made for children. Yeah. Just like Star Wars. But, like, wouldn't it be weird if I put on, like, a Willow T-shirt with all these quotes from the movie and put, like, stickers all over my car with, like, Willow quotes?
I see your point. I see your point.
It's very formulaic.
It'll be weird only because nobody knows what Willow is. And it's like, oh, Star Wars. Everybody knows what that is. Well, anyway.
I can't deny that point. Well, we're going to go into our next topic, man. But what's your name again?
If you want to share.
I'm Jason.
Jason, thank you so much for calling in to Seamus and Froggy, man. Hope you have a great Sunday evening.
Yeah, tune in next week.
I think we have time to maybe...
All right, see you later.
What was that? What were you saying?
Oh, no, I was just saying that I wanted to expand on the point he made, but, like, he was going on it for a little bit.
He has a lot of... No, because he's got
a point,
I do agree
that...
I agree.
They're fun to watch, I think, is the best way to describe those movies, on my thoughts, at least.
And also,
I would enjoy watching.
The thing is, I want to get into Marvel. There's 30 movies I gotta watch to understand the MCU. There's a lot of content there.
Yeah, people can really get into it though with all the small little things.
It's also just because there's so much love put into the stuff. There's so many small details that are incorporated that it's really hard. There's such a large breadth of knowledge you need to really be able to watch all those movies. So when the inherent level that you need to be able to watch those movies and comprehend them and fully appreciate them is higher than like what an average moviegoer would really go in there for. You know, they want to go to the movies, they want to maybe with their family, maybe by themselves or with their friends. Either way, they're going to sit there for like 2 hours to enjoy their time. And when it's something that they have to think about, something that's provocative, something that like is engaging and deals with like more than just what's like on the screen, but like things that have happened before, other movies, it's really tough. It's really tough to like, keep up and like pay attention and just care about it, because it's at the end of the day, it's all fiction and you're all just watching it.
I don't know. I enjoy them, but I don't think those I would pick to be my, all-time top favorite movies.
Same. Just to cut into this real quick, guys, we're at the top of the hour. It's 7:02. You're listening to WMUA Amherst.
91.1.
91.1 FM.
Seamus and Froggy.
Pioneer Valley. That's my home.
That's your home.
It is. I'm from Agawam. Not too far away. I love the Pioneer Valley.
Yeah.
It's beautiful, especially in the fall.
I love it here.
I don't know if you guys have been paying attention to the news lately, but got some news in the Spotify Joe Rogan experience camp.
Yeah, got a little controversy going on in the music industry.
So, for those of you who don't know, Neil Young, legendary folk rocker, hits after hits. He is just considered, one of the best out of the 60s, 70s era. He really is in terms of songwriting and everything. He gave Spotify an ultimatum, and he said, either you guys take Joe Rogan off for,
misrepresenting
misinformation. This is what he said.
And putting out bad information about some recent topics that are
COVID related. He said, if you continue to support that, then I'm leaving the I'm leaving the platform. I'm taking my music off. And he did just that. And you actually saw more artists follow suit.
Yep,
Joni Mitchell did the same thing.
And
I think the guitarist from the E Street Band, Bruce Springsteen's E Street Band, did the same thing.
Yep.
But they're the only ones who are doing it. I'm kind of surprised.
You don't think anyone's going to follow?
I think money talks, Seamus.
Does
money talks.
I think, but those guys are those old 60s, 70s. I think they're supporting their ideals, and they have money now. But I was a little confused because at first I didn't realize that Spotify had given Joe Rogan his own deal where he only puts his podcasts out on that app, and so I thought he was still on YouTube, but he took all his live interviews off. He just has kind of clips. So basically Spotify gave him this platform, and these artists are saying he can't. You got to regulate this.
The Wall Street Journal, actually, with that deal you're talking about, Seamus, they said that's worth over $100 million. So once again, money talks, guys.
Big time. Yeah. And what else was I going to say? Joe Rogan's big, he got a lot of listeners.
He has a lot of listeners.
People are some dedicated Joe Rogan fans. Go ahead.
I think part of the issue why it's so difficult too is because Joe Rogan is a very, very noticeable name nowadays.
Yeah.
Household name. Household name.
Point. And he's known for being a massive proponent of a lot of different. He's interviewed like many different celebrities.
He's anti-mainstream
journalists.
Yeah,
it's kind of like this signal light that's been lit underneath for certain groups or whoever, people that feel that he's championing their their causes in this time when everything has gotten so much more polarizing. Politics and mainstream, and nowadays if you aren't picking one side, you are not able to be just stuck in the middle and silent about it, because this is not a world where you can just aimlessly not care about those types of things anymore. They come at you when you don't want them to.
And honestly, I don't know why. Once he went to Spotify, I just didn't watch him that much. But I used to enjoy Wong. The Joe Rogan interviews. You got your Joey Diaz, Theo Von. Controversial comedians.
They're comedians,
but
it's entertaining. To
very
watch.
Funny. They can be very funny. It is entertaining to watch.
Is he the best person to get your news from, to spread information about these more serious things that he's probably not?
In his own words, I'm an idiot. So I mean, I don't like his information that he spreads, but I think he's funny. I think he has funny comedians on the podcast.
Yeah, he's a comedian.
Once again, my views do not reflect the views of WMUA.
But I mean, things come full circle, right? Like,
Yeah.
he was originally, like, comedian. Like, he was doing Fear Factor, but
Yeah.
for his
UFC.
podcast to blow up so big, right?
Oh yeah.
There are a lot of sacrifices you have to make when you get in positions where you can possibly gain money, and things that might outright go against what you previously considered your moral code, right? And that's not to say that we're judging or there's necessarily anything wrong about that. But in the case of this, your followers make you what you are if you're like a podcast or celebrity or whatever, right?
For sure.
And it doesn't matter what your words say if you are also at the same time doing something that is wrong or immoral. Because you can flout or like say that, oh, my views are not necessarily like medically accurate or like they're not scientifically proven or anything like that. But at the end of the day, we're in an era where more people probably know about, influencers than they do about, history or like very well-known like, figures like that. Just in general, right? Now these days, there's so much more.
It's easy to get, quick, media is at our fingertips. If it's entertaining, you're going to be more attracted to it rather than reading, long science labs, all these reports. But I agree with you. And I think that if with him, he needs to acknowledge that with a fan base like that, he can't spout.
Yeah.
And realize that he's getting to a lot of people.
And honestly, man, I was just really upset that Neil Young's not on Spotify anymore.
Yeah.
I spend so much time trying to craft my playlists on Spotify, and I had so much Neil Young on my rock playlist, and it's all gone. Can't listen to it anymore. It's depressing.
It's sad. He had some good music. And you just started showing me his stuff. I feel like I was just about to get into it.
I just started getting into him 4 months ago, 3 months ago, so, what are you going to do?
Let's hope this can be resolved, that,
yeah.
I can figure something out.
And guys, just once again, if you want to make a call into WMUA, you can just talk to us privately or on air. The number is 413-545-3691.
Mm-hmm. And I think we'll probably be starting to slow down on the conversation unless there's anything else you guys want to talk about.
Unless you guys want to call in, and you could even make song recommendations, but we probably will be winding down soon.
So me and Froggy will be on the live for the rest of the hour. We'll probably, when we slow down on the conversation, we'll just be playing our own music with a couple breaks, mainly listening to music. So you guys can let us know what you want to hear. Stay tuned. It's a nice time just to relax with us, hang out.
Now, I got a question for the listeners. If anyone's listening right now, feel free to call in. Like I said, 413-545-3691. I am a Western Mass guy, so I know the area fairly well. Where are you guys from who are listening in? Do we have people listening online, like cross country, who like UMass alum? Do we have a lot of local people
just tuning in the radio? Like what?
Yeah. Feel free to call in. I'm not going to wait because, we might be here forever. But you know what? Feel free to call in if you want.
Yeah. Yeah, we love hearing from you guys. I don't know. Anything? Do you guys have anything on your mind?
I don't know, man. I just started classes.
Yeah?
I'm a little nervous.
Yeah?
I don't know about you guys. Every time I start classes here, the first week, I don't know when anything is due. Because there's days that stuff are due. Mm-hmm. I don't know the days yet. Yeah. Still trying to get acclimated with that stuff.
Yeah. I haven't started my homework. I should probably be more pursuant.
Shame on these classes. Your parents are listening right now. They're not going to be. Dad. Yeah, you better apologize.
They better be listening.
I mean, I think everybody gets some level of fear when they're starting classes again.
Oh,
whatever grade you're in, whatever year in. We're sophomores now, and I still feel afraid. I walk outside, don't know where my class is. I feel the blistering cold, the wind.
The wind whipping you in the face.
Whipping me, absolutely freezing my ears. And at the end of the day, you're confronted with two options. You can go to that class and you can confront your fears, or you can take the easy option. You can not go to class.
You can skip.
You can skip, and there's nothing wrong with that. If you need to take time off, you can't go to class. But at the same time, you owe it to yourself. Everybody paying for their tuition, you owe it to yourself. Not everybody else, not people walking through the hallway that you see that you don't know and that you might never meet. You owe it to yourself, not to your family or friends or somebody paying for your tuition.
Well, you owe it to them too.
No, that's where we disagree.
Okay, yeah.
Because at the end of the day, you are here for yourself. You know, your future,
That's
your
true.
education, and nobody else can make that walk to classes besides you.
True.
Nobody else can do your work.
Tough.
My
besides
point
you.
is, if you don't want to go to school and your parents are financially backing you, might be in everyone's best interest to just say, "Hey, I'm not going to go to school anymore."
Yeah.
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 Yeah,
So
but
that's also a different situation.
Yeah, you're right. I think we kind of agree on that.
But I'm super excited for this semester. I think we got great things in plan with the show, with our futures, you know?
Yeah, we got some guests we got lined up. Not going to embellish on that right now, but definitely some people we want to talk to. We definitely think we have some interesting interviews for you guys to tune into.
Yeah, this is going to be a fun power hour. And now, listening live, anyone who wants to tune in every week, we're going to try to have some funny skits, just...
Yeah, we got a little goofs and giggles planned, and I think we got some school clubs and organizations and figures that we are definitely looking into, talking to, interviewing, and
making this one.
that's what it's all about.
Seamus and Froggy.
Quick shout out to Seamus and Froggy, amazing guests. Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, I'm the guest?
No,
You're taking my show now?
Absolutely, I'm taking over the show.
Wong's taking over the show.
I'm so happy to be a guest, though.
I'm already
Seriously.
kicked off my own show.
we love having you. Shout out to our Instagram, recently made, Seamus and Froggy. Follow, please. We're gonna have our own groupies, Seamus and Frog groupies, just like the Joe Rogan has his groupies.
Yeah, if you guys want to stay tuned with what we're up to, what we're about, you can follow us on Instagram at Seamus and Froggy. We will definitely be giving you updates as to when our shows are going live, who our guests are, and just little stuff here and there. I think we're going to try and plan to get this stuff on YouTube as well.
Yeah.
So, we're definitely going to have different mediums that you guys can tune into, not just live. So, for sure, stay tuned, and we will provide the content to you.
Yeah, this will be a fun time.
And I think with that, we're probably going to go to
Some music.
maybe a couple PSAs and stuff, commercials.
Stay tuned, though. We're should we just we'll play some music. I think after that we'll come back on, just give a little final shout out, and then for the rest of that half hour or so, we're probably just gonna play some music and
guys, if like I said, I don't want to beat a dead horse, but
please call
if you want to call in and make a song recommendation, we're here. We got you. 413-545-3691. Make the call. It takes 2 seconds. You maybe make your day. Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows?
But otherwise, enjoy some sweet, sweet tunes from WUA Amherst.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're going to go to a song. This is Brown Eyed Woman by the Grateful Dead. Take it easy.
Like the old man getting old. Then we went and stepped to the bar, drank to the dregs of the whiskey jar. 1930 when the wall caved in, paid its way, selling red-eyed gin. Brown-eyed women, red grenadine. The bottle was just enough to get me was free. Sound of the thunder with the rain pouring down, and it looks like the old man getting old. getting tumble down shack in Bigfoot County. So hard that the roof caved in. Delilah Jones went to meet her God, and the old man never was the same again. Daddy made whiskey and he made it good. All $2 and it burned like hell. I cut hickory just to fire the still. Drink down a bottle when you're ready to kill. Brown eyed, never red grenadine. The bottle was dusty, but the liquor was green. Sound of thunder with the rain pouring down. It looks like the old man's getting gone are the days when the arms fall down. Take up the oak and plow the fields around. Gone are the days when the ladies say please. Jimmy Jack Jones, won't you come to me? Brown-eyed women, red grenadine. The bottle was dusty, but the liquor was clean. Sound of thunder with the rain pouring down, and it looks like the old man's getting low. And it looks like the old man's getting low.
No, I would not give you false hope on this strange and mournful day. But the mother and child reunion is only a motion away. Oh, little darling of mine, I can't for the life of me remember a Saturday. I know they say let it be, but it just don't work out that way. And the course of a lifetime runs over and over again. No, I would not give you false hope on this strange and mournful day. But the mother and child reunion is only a motion away. Oh, little darling of mine, I just can't believe it's so. Though it seems strange to say, I've never been late so low in such a mysterious way. And the course of a lifetime runs over and over again. But I would not give you false hope on this strange and mournful day, when the mother and child reunion is only a motion away. Oh, the mother and child reunion is only
Seamus and Froggy on WMUA Amherst 91.1 FM.
That's right. We're finishing up our program right here.
Just
Mr. Wong.
with our talking portion of it, our conversation. Those last songs we were just playing, if you're sticking with us. DJ Frog, would you like to...
Started off with Brown Eyed Woman by the Grateful Dead. That was live at Cornell, 1977.
Mm-hmm.
Been listening to that song a lot lately, and it's just got a really nice upbeat feel to it that gets me moving.
Why do you
and
like that?
grooving.
Why do you like that Cornell one more? Because I was listening to it was the Denmark one, I think. That was my first
Like
one.
Europe 72?
Yeah.
Honestly, I
then
used to
you showed
listen
me
to
this.
Europe 72 like a good amount, so it's just like, if
Yeah,
you
switch
listen
it
to the
up.
Beatles,
Yeah, you
maybe you listen to
listen to
Sgt.
demos.
Pepper's. Well, guess what? Next you're going to move on to Revolver. That's just like the natural progression of it.
And then
you
I
know?
guess through Grateful Dead, their big things are their live
They got so many
shows,
live
so-
albums. It's just like, it's
Yeah.
basically endless music. But so I played that song, and then on Seamus' side, we played Mother and Child, Simon and Garfunkel.
It was
Or is it
actually
just Paul Simon?
Simon
My bad.
on his first album after Simon and Garfunkel's separation. But yep, that's a great song. I love that. It's kind of very reggae.
Yeah, he dips his toe into some reggae.
He really, it's really creative, and I really enjoy that.
Wong was nodding his head along to it.
Yeah.
He seemed to be enjoying it.
Having a good time.
Yeah.
Having a good time.
And then after that song, we played Oye Como Va. That's a Santana song, classic. The song's in Big Lebowski. I love that movie. And I love Santana. What can I say? They're great, especially at Woodstock.
Oh yeah,
I'd recommend it
I
to
actually
anybody.
haven't listened to his live Woodstock. Is it good?
See, you're missing out
I bet.
because that's the cream of the crop for
I want to
Santana.
see it on live, like see a video of it though. See it go
Actually,
insane.
speaking of live stuff you want to see videos of, I actually saw that the Beatles are coming out with a rooftop concert
I think
movie.
it's out. Or there's
It
an
already came
album. The album came out. They just came out with I think. Let me
They
double
did.
check this.
Because if you go onto YouTube, they have that video of Don't Let Me Down, and it's remastered
Yeah.
1080p. That's a really good video, but if you try to look for any other footage, it's not there. You'll have to go to like the Daily Mail, and the quality's like 720, and it's just not that good.
We should definitely play these music. They just released. The album is called Get Back Rooftop Performance. So it's probably the recordings from the rooftop performance, which was in the Disney Plus, Beatles documentary.
Yeah, so after that song, we played Rock and Roll,
Velvet Underground,
classic Velvet Underground song.
Lou Reed.
Not much else to say about it. It's just a really good song, upbeat. Gets my head going.
And then we had some,
great song.
then we had some PSAs, internal promos.
For the station, yeah.
Glad you guys are tuning in. We're just about wrapping it up with our guest Nathan Wong here today. It was a great talking with you. I think for our first guest, it was awesome, smooth. We were enjoying our conversation.
Guys, if you have any comments, any recommendations for next time, we'd love to hear them. Send us a DM on Instagram at Seamus and Froggy.
Yep.
And, maybe some new ideas.
How do we make
really
this the
anything.
best? Yeah.
Give us a follow. We'll be giving you guys updates on when our shows are, 6 to 8 on Sundays, as well as our guests and really anything that's going on with Seamus and Froggy. All things Seamus and Froggy.
So stay tuned because you could be your on air yourself.
You could call it.
You have a chance. Everybody has a chance.
Everybody has a chance
So
in life, guys.
happy to
Everybody
be on
has a
this
chance.
today. Thank you
Thanks
so
for
much.
thanks for joining us, Wong. We really appreciate you
Absolutely,
coming
yeah.
out here, and the pleasure was ours.
And
Anytime.
And all the people listening, thank you for tuning in. I think
I think that'll do it, though.
we're going to just go back into some tunes, some music. Stay tuned if you like what we're playing,
And we will see you guys next week. Stay tuned. We will be back Sunday, 6 to 8.
with a guest and some new creative ideas. And,
Have a great weekend, everybody, or rest of your weekend. Have a great work week. Everybody, stay awesome.
stay safe.
See ya.
Bye.
I like the way that words come out your mouth. It takes me many miles to make them out. Where strawberries sit superbly with you. You gotta make me love, I'm just
tall and she grew up right with them Indiana boys on them Indiana nights. But she moved down here at the age of 18. She blew the boys away, it was more than they'd seen. I was introduced and we both started grooving. She said, I dig you, baby, but I got to keep moving on. Keep moving on. Last dance with Mary Jane. One more time to kill the pain. I feel summer creeping in and I'm tired of this town again. Well, I don't know, but I've been told you never slow down, you never grow old. I'm tired of screwing up, I'm tired of going down, tired of myself, I'm tired of this town. Oh my, oh hell yes. Honey, put on that party dress, buy me a drink, sing me a song, take me as I come, cause I can't stay long. Last dance with Mary Jane, one more time to kill the pain. I feel summer creeping in and I'm tired of this town again. There's pigeons down on Market Square. She's standing in her underwear, looking down from a hotel room. The nightfall will be coming soon. Oh my, oh hell yes. You got to put on that party dress. It was too cold to cry when I woke up alone. I hit my last number, I walked to the road. Last dance with Mary Jane, one more time to kill the pain. I feel summer creeping in and I'm tired of this town again.
leather. Your whip cut me and I felt better. Oh, hey, Mr. Letterman, please don't take her from me, man. She don't study, but she sure likes dancing. Well, I've got to get myself together. Don't worry about a thing. I'm not my knee. Ain't nothing hard about it. Just maybe we could be together at last. We forget the past. We can make it last. We can make it last. Forever at last. We forget the past. We can make it last. We can together at last. We forget the past. We can make it last. We can make it last. Together at last. We forget the past. We can make it last. We can make it last. Forever at last. We forget the past. We can make it last. We can make it last. Together at last. We forget the past. We can make it last. We can make it last. Forever at last. We forget the past. We can make it last. We can make it last.
I don't know how this whole business started, of you thinking that I had been untrue. But if you think that we'd be better parted, it's gonna hurt me, but I break away from you. Well, just give me the sign, I will be gone. Yeah, that's